Haha, you work day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day, free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah, go to work for me, you fucking white animals. Fucking work for me. Yeah, you fucking work for me. And the U.S. government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. Alright? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes. You better fucking pay your taxes.
So apparently bragging about scamming the system is now content. A Somali man goes viral for taunting Americans, telling them they work for him, thus he's living off EBT while they pay taxes. The comments explode, deportation threats, racial slurs, and suddenly we are not talking about one man anymore. We are talking about all of us, every African, every Caribbean person, every immigrant trying to build something real. Because when one of us becomes a spectacle, we all pay the price. But here's what nobody's asking. Who benefits when we are all too busy fighting each other to see who's really pulling the strings? I want you guys to stay with me because this gets deeper more than you think. I have this clip of this Somali man ranting. The clips are people being deported. Watch, and then I'll be back with my further commentary.
Come get the Somalian freeloader. Come get him. Are you really gonna waste your resources and time to come find a freeloader? Really? Am I that important to you? I'm just a freeloader, not a criminal. So you're gonna waste your time, resources, and it's winter. Maybe wait till the weather gets better. Then we can fight. We can fight, motherfucker demon. Let's go.
meesha waxaa ka dhacay dagaal oo u dhaxeeya ayska iyo dadka kale. He's dragging! Yes, he's dragging! He's dragging! Guys, also come. Yes! He's right there. Down in the middle. He's a cop. You guys are listening for the cop? He's a cop. He's a police officer. The first 5 times you said. Yes. He said, I hear They don't know where to go. They don't from there. Are you want to keep going?
A Somali man goes viral, and I mean nuclear viral, for telling Americans they work for him, that he's home all day using EBT while they're out grinding, paying taxes to take care of me and my people. He's calling folks white animals, claiming he owns the land, taunting people to fight him, but only in the summertime because apparently even Rage Bait has a dress code. And predictably, the internet loses its mind. The comments are vicious, sending back to Somalia, this is why we need ICE, all immigrants are leeches, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing, when one of us becomes the villain, we all wear the mask. Every African, every Caribbean person, every immigrant trying to make it, we become the story, the stereotype, the reason they say we don't belong. So let me ask you something. Who really wins when we are all too busy fighting each other to see the bigger picture? Stay with me as this gets way deeper from that one viral clip. I'm not here to defend this man. If you're able-bodied, capable of work, and you're bragging about gaming the system, that's not hustle. That's embarrassing. That's not the diaspora pride. That's a betrayal of everyone who came before you, everyone who worked 2, 3 jobs, who sent money home, who carried the weight of 2 worlds on their shoulders just to give the next generation a chance. Uh, our parents didn't cross oceans and continents so their sons could brag about being a freeloader. They came here to build, to contribute, to earn respect and not demand it. So no, this behavior doesn't represent us all. And let me tell you what it does do. It gives ammunition to people who already wanted to hate us. Because let us keep it 100. There are folks who've been waiting for this moment, waiting for the proof that immigrants are lazy, that we are stealing resources, that we are ungrateful invaders, and this man just handed it to them on a silver platter, gift wrapped with a bow made of racial slurs and entitled illusion. Now, here's where it gets messy because, yes, what he said was tasteless, inflammatory, probably rage-bait designed to go viral, and it worked, but the response, that's where I need you to pay attention. Suddenly, it is not about one man anymore. It is about Somalis. It is about Africans. It is about whether immigrants assimilate or whether we are all secretly plotting to drain America dry. The conversation shifts from individual accountability to collective condemnation. And that's the trap. Because while we are arguing about whether this one dude deserves to be deported, nobody is talking about the systems that create these tensions in the first place. Nobody is asking why resources are so scarce that people feel like they are in competition for crumbs. Nobody is questioning why someone can work 2 or 3 jobs and still need food stamps, or why a single viral clip can spark calls for mass deportation. Now allow me to put it this way. America has a weird relationship with bootstraps. The narrative is simple. Work hard, earn your keep, pull yourself up, and I respect that. I believe in that, but here's what they don't tell you. The bootstrap economy only works when everyone starts from the same place, and we don't. When our parents arrived, they didn't get a handbook on how to navigate American bureaucracy. They didn't get connections, generational wealth, or a safety net. What they got was work, back-breaking, underpaid, undervalued work, and they were grateful for it because it was more than they had before. But let us not romanticize the struggle, because the same people who demand immigrants assimilate are often the same ones who profit from our labor while denying us dignity. The same folks who say go back to your country are the ones benefiting from systems that exploit immigrant communities, legal and undocumented, for cheap labor, then discard us when it's convenient. So when I see this Somali man talking reckless, yeah, I'm angry, but I'm also tired of knowing that his stupidity will be used to justify harm against people who look like me, who sound like me, who are nothing like him. Let me tell you what this feels like from the inside. When you're African or Caribbean in the diaspora, you carry a weight that's too hard to explain. You are representing not just yourself, your whole country, your whole continent. Mess up at work, that's how they are. Excel at something, you're not like others. We code switch, we over-explain. We work twice as hard for half the recognition. Not because we are weak, but because we know the stakes. One bad day, one viral moment, one fool with a camera can undo decades of progress. And it's exhausting. I've had white liberals tell me I'm so articulate, like it's a compliment. I've had conservatives tell me I'm one of the good ones, like that's supposed to make me feel safe. And I've watched my own people tear each other apart only because we are so desperate to prove we are not that kind of immigrant. But here's what I have learned over the years. Respectability politics won't save us. Assimilation won't save us. Working 3 jobs and still being broke won't save us. What saves us is community. What saves us is refusing to let one person's actions define a whole people. What saves us is building something so undeniable that they can't ignore us, and so little that they can't take it away. Here's the painful truth. I'd like you to swallow it the way it is. People like that Somali man exist because the system is designed to pit us against each other. Think about it. Who benefits when working class Americans are angry at immigrants instead of asking why wages have been stagnant for 40 years? Who benefits when Black Americans and African immigrants are fighting over resources instead of questioning why those resources are so limited in the first place? Who benefits when we are all scrambling for crumbs while billionaires pay less in taxes than a teacher? The system benefits, and the system is very good at what it does. It finds the most extreme, most inflammatory example, a freeloader, a welfare queen, a criminal alien, and it holds that person up as a proof that the entire group is the problem. Not the corporations dodging taxes, not the politicians cutting social services, not the wealth inequality that's gutted the middle class. No, it is us. It's always been us. And we fall for the game every single time. So what do we go from here? Number one, guys, we need to stop letting one person's trash behavior define us. That man doesn't speak for Somalis, he doesn't speak for Africans, he doesn't speak for immigrants. He speaks for himself, and his words have consequences. If he's defrauding the system, he'll get caught. If he's rich baiting for clicks, he'll fade into irrelevance. Either way, his story is not our story. Secondly, we refuse to play the game. When they try to use one bad actor to justify discrimination against millions, we push back. We tell our stories. The grandmother who cleaned houses for 30 years to put her kids through college. The cab driver who became a business owner. That one nurse working double shifts during a pandemic. That engineer, that teacher, that artist, the builder. Those are our stories, and they matter more than any viral clip out here. Number three, and this is the hard part, by the way, we build. Not for validation, not for approval, but because we deserve to thrive. We create businesses, support each other, invest in our communities, and refuse to let anyone tell us we don't belong. Because here's the truth they don't want you to know. We've always belonged. We've been here, building this country, long before he decided to recognize us. And we'll be here long after the rage bait fades. So to the folks celebrating that man's downfall, check yourself. Your anger is justified, but make sure it's aimed at the right target. And to my diaspora family, hold your head high up. You know who you are. You know what you sacrificed. You know the legacy you carry. Don't let anyone make you forget that. Guys, I'm the Bantu Merchant. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, we rise by lifting each other, not by tearing each other down. Until next time, guys, I want you to build something they can't